DJ Sbu Breakfast.
Good morning, Dannky! Welcome to the DJ Sbu Breakfast!
Hey, Danny K's in the building.
Hola, hola.
A very good morning to you, Danny. Welcome to Massiv Metro. Just gone 14 minutes past 7 on Massiv Metro. Do download that app on Android as well as in the Apple App Store and keep up with this exclusive moment that we're having here with one of South Africa's biggest pop artists. Certainly an illustrious career. But before we jump into that, we had spoken about a little earlier, just an article in the paper. Now we're asking, how far do you think your parents have gone to snoop on you or to keep an eye on you? And Danny, you were chuckling at that, saying, especially for a boy child, probably a lot of snooping goes on.
I don't think my parents could have kept up with me, to be honest. I think they pretty much figured out, no, this one, you know what, listen, when you're a singer, especially when you're an R&B singer, your whole life is centered around women. So from being in love, falling outside of love, wanting to be in love. So from a very early age, stuff I was listening to was all about girls. It was my favorite subject at school. That's all I wanted to do. I didn't want to study. I just wanted to hang out with the girls. So I think my parents were like, this will hopefully turn into something positive in his life. And my obsession with women kind of did.
You've been on such a long hiatus from music, though, Danny. Why did you want to take that break, and how do you think coming back now works for Danny K?
Listen, I've been doing music since 2000, so it's been 17 years. I've been in the business making music. My first single came out in 2000, almost 99, 2000. And then after my sixth album, before I was a musician, I was a student. I was a business student. I went to Wits. I got a degree. I went to Wits Business School. I got a degree. I was working in the commercial world. And I wanted to use my reputation and my name and my sort of contacts within the industry of South Africa to start some businesses, of which I did. And I gave like 2-3 years of my life over the past 3 years to setting up these businesses, getting them healthy, sustainable running. And I just felt like a gear change, from just recording. And now I think I'm at a point where I've exercised those kind of business creative juices that I wanted. And music is still very much, a passion thing for me. I do it because I love it, like most people that make music or are in the creative space do it. We do it sometimes not thinking about money or viability when it starts, but it's about what makes us want to wake up in the morning. And music will always make me want to wake up in the morning, and getting back in the studio, which I am at the moment, and recording some music is something I'll probably do even when I'm an old man, and even if no one's listening. I think that's the thing, like for me, because I'm a songwriter, and because that's also like where my most pleasure comes from. It's just that art of creating something.
That's just one of the many songs that he's written. Personal Paradise, there's featuring Donald as well as Heavy K. And you're so versatile. Like, of all the artists I've ever listened to, just listening to the last 4 tracks that we played, there's a different sort of style in every song. How important is adapting in this game?
Thank you. I was trying to think that Donald, we were just trying to sing higher than one another in that song. And when I listen back to that, I'm like, who was going to sing higher? Look, I think being versatile is important. Some people stay in their lane. They only want to do like one style their whole career. But for me personally, I'm just such a fan of so many types of music. And because I can produce and I do stuff like that, I like playing in it, and I just can't help myself. I'm like a kid with blocks of Lego. Like, you can't just make one house. I got to make a car. I got to make a house. I just got to keep creating things and do what sounds good to me. So yeah, doing like like an Afro house thing like that, or a kind of like a modern R&B bouncy track like what I did with Anati, or my own sort of traditional stuff which is more soulful pop. I just like playing around, I guess.
Still hanging out with our educated Man Crush Monday, Dannky on the DJ Sbu Breakfast right here on Massiv Metro. It's just gone 43 minutes past 7. If you're on the road and you're supposed to be at work at 8 o'clock, you better hurry up. Only 17 minutes to go rather. Danny, it's been lovely having you in studio. I wanted to talk to you about the new movement. Well, you've been in it for 3 years, but Daddy K, being a dad, being a husband, how do you balance all of that with making music and all the other work that you do?
I think if you want it enough, you find the time. My father always told me a saying. He said, give the job to the busiest person and they'll get it done, and I kind of believe that. So my family time is very important for me. It's probably the most important thing. It's the reason I think all men, that have families get up in the morning on their way to work right now. We live for our families, and I certainly do. I'm blessed to have 2 boys, Jaden and Carl. Nothing can prepare you for being a dad. It's like you just got to learn as you go, and you're going to make mistakes. I've certainly made my fair share, but I'm trying to do a good job, be there for my wifey, be a good husband. But it's my greatest joy, man. I look at these 2 boys, having had a brother, having lost a brother, to be able to create this brotherly connection between these two things that are mine. I'm really blessed about it. I can't say changing nappies, which I do, and doing all of those things which I do.
You're so hands-on, eh?
Listen,
feeding time, bath time, everything.
My wife won't let me get away with it. These days there's no superstardom in the nappy changing room.
Yeah!